Now we'll try to create compensation grades. Actually, grades are nothing but which will define pay range of an employee. So what is the range that you're offering to that particular position, that you'll be defining in the grade, and also the grade profile. Grade profile and grades are actually both same, but grade profile are specific to localization. You'll specify whatever grade that you are defining, pay range that you are defining should be applicable for this country, should be applicable for this group. You will be defining that compensation grade profile. Okay, so grades and grade profiles are actually interlinked. When you are actually creating a grade, system will ask you, do you wanted to have grade profile to be selected for this grade? So if you check the checkbox called grade profile, you will be able to perform any kind of localizations to the grade profile. In grade, you'll be specifying actually the pay range actually. So basically, in grade profile we'll be specifying the localization. So whichever, let's say if you're creating one grade, okay, where there are multiple profiles in it, multiple pay ranges for each country that you are defining. So you cannot do that in grade. Actually, you can have that pay ranges for different countries or different group of people in grade profiles. So grade profile is specifically for localization. So now if you see the screen what I'm sharing, so I've selected grade profiles. Now if you come here, you'll be seeing grades and all. If you wanted to define eligibility rule at grade, you can define whatever eligibility rule that you wanted to have. But if you go to grade profiles, you can define multiple profiles here. You can add multiple profiles. You can define for each profile, you can define the eligibility rule, and like that, you can add multiple grade profiles to each grade, and that profile will be applicable for that particular local country actually. If you are specifying for, let's say, I think, we'll be creating that now. We'll see how it works actually. So base pay, generally it will be standard base pay. So now if I go to compensation pay range here, if I'm not specifying anything here, okay, if I'm not specifying and defining an eligibility rule, if I wanted to specify whatever pay range that I'm specifying in grade profile, I need to specify that eligibility criteria. But if you don't want to use grade profiles, before you create a grade, you need to uncheck that grade profile checkbox, so that you'll be specifying only grade actually. So now, since I wanted to have multiple eligibility rules to these great profiles. I'm creating great profiles where I'll be having for let's say for India, for US, and for other country, I'll be specifying a great profile with a different pay range. And now when I'm attaching this to any other organization, people who are part of that particular country, okay, India or US, whatever in a great profile that I'm specifying here will be applicable for them. Let's say now I'm creating great for Philippines. Your country should be Philippines. And currency should be that particular country's currency. PHP. Frequency monthly. It depends upon your actually the compensation payment requirement. Whenever you wanted to disperse this, you can specify, and here you'll be specifying. You'll need to check the checkbox to perform a kind of calculation on the segment based. Now, let's say if I wanted to give here 30,000, and the maximum can be what happened? Okay. So now I have great profile. So great profile defined for Philippines. Okay. So now similarly, if I wanted to add one more, okay, so now I have great created for Philippines and in India. What this tenant here, this tenant is a little slow today. Okay, I did not specify pay range for India. Specifying 50,000 to max. $90,000. So for India, the compensation pay range that I've defined is 50 to 90. So in this pay range, for particular job profile or my supervisor organization, where I'll be defining, I'll be assigning the package, right? Whenever the members of India or whenever members of Philippines are coming part of this compensation grade, they have to be in a pay range between the ranges that I've defined here. Whenever you are assigning to any supervisory organization or any of the eligibility rules that we have created, right? Between manager and management, manager and above level or supervisory organization, we have created eligibility rules. To these eligibility rules, whenever we are assigning this compensation grade, people who are part of India, people who are part of that particular supervisory organization, whatever we have defined will be applicable for this pay range that we have defined. So whenever you are
Moving.
creating a job profile, you have an option to select a job level there. Okay,
Okay.
job level and job classification. For each job profile that you will be creating, you will be selecting a job level. So based on the job level, whenever you are creating, you will be assigning the compensation, different compensation grades actually. If you go to employee profile, you'll be seeing job profile. Let me show you. So now, if I go to this employee profile, if you go to job details, you see job profile is there, tax accountant. Okay, if I
Yeah.
click on this one, it will drill down into more details where you can see the compensation part is not assigned. We'll take one more actual employee. Whatever you'll be assigning at job profile, the grade profile that we are creating, right, we'll be attaching a job profile and you'll be seeing there actually. If I go to Julie Balls, basically whenever we are creating a job profile, we'll be getting all the compensation grade information and all for that particular job profile. So we'll attach
Mhm.
that to particular job profile whenever we are creating. Okay, so you see here the compensation grade has been assigned to this job profile and the eligibility rules has been defined. So now we have created a grade. Now we'll see how we can, what is the grade that the compensation grade I believe we have created. I'll just name it, yeah.